Just out of curiosity, what was the fees like? You said it was very high.
If I remember correctly, then it was 400 rupees or something.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. And that's what I earned. I started first with a math tuition. So that's what I earned. So I said, yes, I can do that now, that way. So even then, I was teaching in college and learning with Shankar Behra. Smita was also learning with me,
Oh,
with
really?
Shankar Behra, yeah. And then in one of her filmy parties, she met Pratima Bedi. And Pratima said that very, Khelu Charan Mahapatra is coming and I'm organizing his workshop. And so she was all like this. So Smita said, then she came to me, you have to learn it. So what does she think? You have to also learn it. You're doing Odissi. So Smita spoke to Pratima. So Pratima said, get your friend, let me see how she dances and then I'll decide. I still remember I was in a short top and a maxi skirt and Smita and I went to meet Pratima and Pratima made me dance. Batu is a very difficult piece in Odissi, like initially. So she made me dance that. I still remember in a maxi skirt and I'm doing that. And then Pratima says, yeah, you're not bad. You can come.
She said.
Yeah, you're not bad. You come tomorrow. Let Guruji decide. In Patkar College, she had her, this over there. I still remember we came out of Patkar College and so that, that passage, Smita is saying, what does he mean? You're not bad. You show her how good you are. Anyway, both Smita and Pratima are not alive to see what I have done in Odissi. But next day I went and Guruji also auditioned me. And Acha, Shankar ka student hai, acha hai, aaja. So that's how I became his student. And that was the first workshop I had in Mumbai with him. And after that, when I visited his home in Cuttack and I did that workshop, it was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Whether I had not given it a thought that I'm going to become professional, I'm going to earn out of it, nothing. But I knew that this is what I want to do.
But it's good to know that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
You gave up your job.
Yes, I gave up math for Odissi. I gave up my
And you went
no, I
to
gave up my job, but see, my husband also was like, okay, you want to do it, you do it. I mean, when I came back from Orissa, he said, something has happened to you. As in, because in our family, like in Orissa and Bengal, whenever you meet, the first thing you do,
Yeah.
it's the culture, it's the system. It wasn't in our family. I had never done it to anybody. Only like we were taught that exam ke pehle grandfather ke photo ko namaskar karo jao. So that's what we used to. Mommy daddy ko bhi kabhi maine aise nahi kiya hai. But when I came back from Orissa, my father-in-law had died earlier. So every morning I would do that to his photograph. So my husband said, something has happened to you. Your guru has done something to you. Well, he did do something to me. I mean, he made me shift from math to dance and I found life in it. Yeah.
It's wonderful. We'll talk more about Guru Kelucharan. But since you have mentioned your husband, now you tell me how you met Avinash. Because I read somewhere that you're the perfect couple. So I want to know about this.
There must be so many perfect couples, like how I met him in college. We were in a hiking group together.
Hiking group?
Yeah, hiking. And climbing mountains and getting down mountains and falling into streams and falling into rivers, and I don't know when it happened. And I suppose the nature only played a greater part, and so it was during MSc that it got firmed up.
Acha.
No, okay, yeah, I remember.
Now you remember.
Yeah. Okay, like this was there, but I wasn't too sure. Maybe he was. But then this was during BSc, like a lot of hikes. Every monsoons, like 3-4 hikes definitely used to happen through college. But then in 75, during the emergency, I was jailed because I did a satyagraha against Indira Gandhi.
Acha.
And it was our letters. From the jail, I used to write to him and he used to write to me. it was during that time that I think both our minds also opened up to each other more, and that was the time when like he was 100% sure that this is the girl I want in my life.
Where were you jailed? Which jail?
Yeroda, Pune.
Really? You were in Yeroda?
Yes.
So how long were you in jail?
6 weeks.
Those 6 weeks you wrote him many
Yes.
letters. Yeah.
Nearly one a week.
Really?
Yeah. And then they continued, of course, but I think that was the time when we didn't meet at all. But it was only the letters that kind of clinched the thing.
Then after MSc you got married, is it?
Yes. 79 I got married. 78 I completed MSc. 77 or 78 I completed MSc. 79 I got married.
But he went to IIM, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Ahmedabad, he went.
Yes, yes. He did his MA Statistics,
Acha.
Economics.
Uh-huh.
Then he taught for a year in SIES. And after teaching in SIES for 1 year, then he went to do his management in IIM Ahmedabad.
Is he also interested in music and dance?
Very,
and things
very
like that?
much.
Because most Maharashtrians are.
Classical music he simply loves. He
Oh, really?
constantly hears, and if anything plays, he can immediately tell the rag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he can immediately. And I used to always tell him, why don't you learn? Why don't you learn? Why don't you learn? But somehow it never happened. I suppose it didn't happen because initially he said, well, this girl wants to dance. Let me concentrate on my job and earn. Because he was not sure, I was not sure what I would earn out of my dance.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
in fact, I must mention this. When I was studying with Shankar Behra, I mean, we got married when he didn't have a job. I had my MMK lecture, a professorship, and he was going to get a job, but he didn't have it. And then he got a call in Delhi for a job. From there, he rang me up that, look, I'm getting a very good job here, residential quarters, everything. Ask your Master Ji whether you can continue your Odissi in Delhi. Then I'll take up this job. And then Shankar Behra told me that don't go to Delhi. Your nature is such. There's so much competition in Delhi amongst dancers. You will not be able to cope up with it. You want to go, either if your husband wants to take a job, let him go to Madras. There was Ramani Ranjan Jaina teaching Odissi there. Or let him go to Bhubaneswar where Kelucharan Mahapatra is there. So I told him, Masterji says, no, he didn't take that job.
Oh, he didn't take
He didn't take that job. He came back. Then he got a job in Mumbai. So you know, my mother was always there. My husband was there. My in-laws didn't understand what, because very traditional Orthodox people, they didn't. My mother-in-law would say, what is this? You put all this on your goo on your face and you go on the stage. What are you doing? But they didn't understand what was happening.
But didn't stop you.
But she says, look, you are looking after my son, and by then my son was born. That's fine with me. They are happy, you are happy. When I come live with you, everybody is happy. You do what you want to do. So I think I was very lucky. As in, I don't think everybody, okay, talent is there, dedication is there, sincerity is there. But I think you need luck also.
Yeah, you need luck. Definitely you need. But did you go to Bhubaneswar to learn from?
Yes, every year.
Every year.
Kathak.
Kathak.
Guruji used to stay in Kathak at that time. Every year, 1 month, sometimes 1.5 months,
Yeah.
staying there. And according to his wishes and whims, the classes would just go on.
Yeah.
And then his wife, we call her Guruma, she would come and say,
She is also a dancer.
yeah, she
his
was a
wife.
dancer.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
a dancer. She would come and say, now enough, they must be tired, they must be hungry, you leave them. You know, it was
Yeah.
very nice atmosphere.
Did she learn with him, his wife?
No, actually she was a dancer before him.
Oh, really?
He was only the Mardal player.
Acha.
And but he was a very keen observer. So he didn't join the troupe as a dancer. She was the main dancer, and he would accompany on the Mardal. And there was some other dancer. And once it so happened, but he used to keen observation, so he knew all the moves. I mean, that's what we have heard from him. You know what he's told us. And one particular time, there was some other dancer wasn't there, and or the teacher was a something, and Guruji got up and showed the moves. So the main person said, "Arey, how do you know all this?" He says, "I've been observing it. So get up, do this, do that." And Guruji did it very well. So that's how he started dancing with Guruma. The very first thing that both of them did was the Chavatar as a duet. Guruji and Guruma
Oh,
did.
really?
Yeah.
But she didn't dance after marriage?
After marriage, no. After marriage also she did dance, but after her first child, she had some problem, and she stopped dancing.
Acha, he didn't stop her from dancing.
I don't think so. But one does not know the truth.
Yes.
Because in Orissa, there are so many, now Orissa is changing a lot. But Shadi ke baad band.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to know,
Yeah.
you know. And the best of gurus have not allowed their wives to
Parvati
either.
Kumar.
Yes,
He didn't allow his wife.
yeah. So that's what I wanted to know. Can you tell us something about Kelucharan's, Guru Kelucharan's way of teaching? Because,
Yes.
you know, in Bharatanatyam, teachers are very strict. They will throw the stick at you.
Oh, he also did
He
that.
also did.
He did that, yes.
I heard that once he did that and he hit Pratima Bedi's ankle and she really got hurt and all
Not
that.
Pratima Bedi, it was another person.
Acha, acha.
Sutapa from Kolkata.
Acha, acha.
In his Kathak house, Kathak workshop only. I mean, see, his thing was he expected the student, if he expected the student in front of him to do the way he wanted to do, and if she didn't exert herself to do that, that would make him mad. Like if it was someone who he felt that she can't do it, he wouldn't get angry with her like that. Because I'll tell my story later, but this girl also, she threw it and, you know, all of us used to jump aside or, you know, to escape it. This girl jumped aside, but still it hit her ankle and then it had swollen up. Or my one mudra, like it was not perfect. So he hit me with the stick here and it really hurt. But he hated tears. So I didn't. But see, after the whole class was done, whoever he was hurt, like I remember with myself, he called me, then he made me sit, then he took my hand, then he did this. बहुत लगा क्या? नहीं देखो. Then he explained that, look, I want you to be perfect and I know you can do it. And at that point of time, my brain goes berserk because I feel this girl is not giving her complete to it. And it upsets me. See, I mean, then he loves you so much after that. Wow, come hit me, doesn't matter. You're hitting me only so that
I can be
I
better.
can improve.
Yeah.
In fact, when we went to Russia, I had a slight back problem. I mean, we were a troupe of 25 musicians and dancers. And then from one city to the other, all the luggage used to come down in the hotel and then it had to... he was a very keen observer. Like if my back is hurting, obviously my hand would go, you know, on and off like this and then come back. One particular day it was like that and बहुत जल्दी थी, so फटाफट we were picking up the luggage and keeping it. He saw me, he yelled at me, तुम क्यों उड़ा रही हो? तुम्हारे पीठ में दर्द है ना? बाजू इतना सारा लोग है. I mean, see, he was like a father and a mother. Why should he notice me? Why should he remember that my back is hurting and tell me that don't do it, there are 10 others who can do it? That was the kind of love he gave us. So as a person, we were very attracted to him because he was like that. And as a teacher, it's like, I think we got the best 10 years. Like we have the Tribhangi pose in Odissi, where, you know, the body is really like a murti, a body is made.
Yeah.
He would get, as if he is sculpting a stone into, you know, molding it into he would mold our bodies like that. If we went wrong, he would, you know, come and push this or pick up the hand and, you know, and make it perfect. And he had a mirror on one wall.
Oh.
Sanjukta Panigrahi had donated it to him for his class. So he would first make us watch ourselves the way we are. Then he would, like, as if he's sculpting, make our figures perfect and look. That's how it should be. And that kind of teaching, you know, that as well as the way he gave us, and we never thought that he's holding anything back. He would just give. And because he wanted us to be perfect. He wanted us, we always got those vibes that he wants us to do the best. So again, see, every student, the student also should be that receptive, because my own cousin was also learning. She said, I can't take it, I'm a grown up girl, I can't take this beating from a man. See, that's how she felt, but that's how 3-4 girls felt and left. But that's how majority of us did not feel, and that's how we stuck with him.
And when you went to Cuttack, did you stay in his house?
Yeah. We stayed in his house. In fact, actually every year they used to have servants to do the cleaning, the cooking, and everything. One particular year there was no servant, and his wife very traditional and orthodox, so nobody can step into the kitchen, nobody can go there. No, you have had a bath and you're going to class. If you want to go to the toilet, you have to change your sari and go. In like the traditional people, like when you have your periods, you have to be aside.
Oh,
It's like
really?
that. Everything was there. But one year I remember, one of my colleagues, she lives in Mumbai too, Devi Basu. She and I were always allowed into the kitchen by Guruma. I don't know. She liked us more maybe, or she trusted us more, or she liked our work, whatever, I don't know. And the first week was hell for us, because we used to cook for everybody, and then wo bartan ghiso, everything we used to do. So I said, this is not done. We didn't have energy for dance then. So one night I stayed up and made a huge timetable. Sunday to Saturday, and I think we were about 20,
Who will
18,
do what?
2, and then all the jobs. And I put it in, and before everybody got up in the morning, class ke darwaze pe chipka diya. But kitchen was always me and Devi, because Guruma didn't like anybody else stepping in. But then Guruji saw it and said, ye jhelam nahi kiya, mujhe malum hai. These kind of things. But that made good for us. And it was fun, like Pratima would say, no, today, see, like one dancer would say, I grow my nails are so long. If I clean the bartans, they'll break. So give me some other work today instead of, it was fun, but it was really fun.
And it was like real Gurukul, right? Going
Absolute
there
Gurukul.
and learning. But did you dance during your periods?
Yes.
Like when you performed and all, when you went on tours,
Yes,
you would have
yes, you had
danced
to.
during.
No, I'll tell you, see how Guruji was so concerned about his students. It's like when you have, okay, we use sanitary pads, and then the girls would keep them somewhere, and suppose Guruma sees, then she would be crazy, because in those times you need to use cloths and wash them and keep them and then use them again.
Yeah.
But that was not done.
That's
Like
not
more,
done
yeah,
in-
we,
yeah.
we, we, we didn't do that. One night Guruji called me and he said, look, 1 month, so one or the other of you are going to get your periods, and she's going to go crazy. So I know you all use this. I'm giving you the responsibility. You have to find out, put all those in a bag, and you and I, every night we will go. And there was a huge kachreka thing across the river. There was a small bridge.
To go and throw it
Throw
there.
it there.
We understood.
He understood very well, and he said that this is what we will do and this is your responsibility. I mean, what I sometimes feel, that which guru would be so concerned about his students' everything?
Yeah. Actually, my guru, U.S. Krishna Rao, he was like
Also
that.
like that,
Yes.
ah.
Because his wife is also a dancer. She also danced. And they really took care of the students. And when you talk about Guru Kelucharan, it reminds me of Krishna Rao. Such loving care
Yes,
they used to take care of the students. But for a person from a place like Cuttack to have such views,
Yeah.
I think that it's really great. I think it's because he's an artist
Yes.
that he could be like that. Jilam, I would like to talk about Smitha, your relationship with Smitha, your friendship. You were very close
Very
friends,
close,
and you
yeah.
have mentioned that she is your mentor in one interview. And then you started Smita like, in her memories.
Memory,
So
yeah.
could you tell us something about that?
Yeah, only one thing I like to correct when I was reading this. I think somewhere it was said that she wanted to start a dance school, she and I, and that's how we. That was not the case.
Okay.
Like so.
No, no,
you
we
can-
got it from the web somewhere.
Oh, sometimes people कुछ भी डाल देते हैं ना. I mean, they hear something and उसका थोड़ा उल्टा पुल्टा करके.
Yeah, we'll
like,
change that.
yeah. Okay. No, see, Smita and I, like in Hindi say or Marathi we say langoti yaar, but means bachpan ke dost, like that. I think it must have been 4th standard that in this Rashtra Seva Dal Kalapathak only we got introduced. I was already there because I was there from the age of 6, like little roles. And Smi's older sister Anita,
Yeah.
she was also part of it.
The one who is in America.
No, now she's come back here.
Acha, she's come back. Oh.
Yeah. So, and we used to have these camps for the dance training, and like either a school or a college was selected for 15 days, 1 month, whatever, for the dance training. And each classroom there would be about 6-7 girls allotted. And I still remember we used to get our own beddings, मतलब एक सतरंजी, एक चद्दर, एक ओढ़ने के लिए चद्दर, and एक pillow, उसका गठोड़ी, and एक bag where we used to have our clothes. I still remember she was sitting on her bedding and I was sitting on my bedding, facing each other and introducing each other. And so she said, "I'm Smita Patil, and I'm Anita's sister." So like she had a somebody who's already in it. So I said, "So what? I have been here, you've come new." But that's the way we got introduced to each other. And we used to meet initially only for those shows and for those trainings, but something got really, we really connected and we became great pals. And then again letters. She used to live in Pune, I used to live in Mumbai. Her hometown was
Yeah,
Pune.
yeah.
So I have letters from 6th standard till 10th standard. Letters,
Acha.
yeah,
Letters that she wrote you.
yeah, like what she wrote to me, and I wrote to her, gone obviously. So, like how with me and Avinash also letters brought us closer. So I think with Sme and me also,
Yeah,
because
but
we were
have you
letters.
kept those letters
I have,
we wrote
I
to
have.
Avinash?
I have.
We want it for Sparrow.
Okay. Avinash also, Smita also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
yeah. So and she was a very different person, as in a very rebellious person.
Uh-huh.
As in, what even her affair with Raj was a rebellion.
Yeah.
Or even quite a few things, like she would do it if her ma said not to do it, I'll do it. That was her nature. But a very, very loving and caring person, but very possessive. Because when Avinash and I started dating, she's saying, "Oh, when you get married, you're going to meet me less." So I said, no, don't worry. We'll also meet. He's there, you're there, everybody's there. And you know, when she was having this affair with Raj, I had spoken to her a lot that why are you doing it? You know, it's going to be difficult for you also, difficult for that family also. But in fact, I remember after her death, her younger sister had told me, you should have told her that you will break your friendship if she doesn't break up with Raj. I said, I would never do that. I would never do that because in fact, she needed me the most.
Yeah, how could
Then-
you do that?
When she was going through that turmoil.
Because
In
she
fact-
was very close to people in the women's center.
Yes.
Even they didn't tell her that.
Yes.
They hinted at it,
Yeah.
but she...
No, hinted, no. I spoke to her very directly that this is not going to lead anywhere. But she says, I have never loved, she had affairs earlier too. But she said, I've never loved anybody as much as I've loved him. And see, at a point, whether it was true or whether she was trying to convince herself or whether she did not want to accept that she's made a mistake in life, or whether she didn't think of it as a mistake, whatever. But she didn't want to go back on that. In fact, when she was pregnant, every day I would get a call. The baby moved like this happened, now maybe this was the leg coming out, and you know.
She used to ring you up and
Yes,
tell you.
yes. Like, or even like I remember one workshop in Cuttack, she had written me a letter when there's ups and downs between her and Raj, and you know. But she was a very, very giving person, very giving person, and so much so that it used to drain her sometimes. As in, like she would give, and then if nothing came from there, that she would go, you know, like this. And I would say that the relationship between me and her, there was no expectation on either side. As in, there was a constant give and take. But like if I give, I wouldn't expect anything from her. Or if she gave, you get me? Like, you know,
Yeah.
the relationship was very different, very smooth. Like I'll give you an example of is her birthday is on October 17. That's when we have our annual Smidhalaya
yeah.
function. It was not that I gifted her anything every day, every year, but I would meet her. Now, one particular year, after she became a star, of course, I had found something very nice, and I said, let's surprise her, and I gift wrapped it and everything, and I took it to her. And she said, yeah, I'll open it. And the director, Aruna, her birthday is also October 17th.
Acha.
And she happened to come in. And her servant came and told her that Aruna madam aayi hai. And she said, oh God, Jailam, I haven't bought anything for her. Can I give this to her?
Your gift.
Yeah. So I said, no problem. See, what I mean is that she didn't feel anything in asking me without even looking at the gift that can I just give it to her, because she knew that if she didn't gift Aruna, because every year Smita would buy a gift for her, and this year she had forgotten, and now this was a ready-made gift in front of her, so she didn't want Aruna to feel bad. You get me? So the whatever every year she had been doing, she did it, and at the same time she was so cocksure, she was so confident that I will not feel anything.
And you didn't feel bad?
I did.
Really?
Frankly, I'm telling you. Because see, it was, I had bought it for her. She feels right now, that's okay. That was, that's the
equation
kind of
you had,
equation or relationship that we had.
Yeah. So when she died, you must have been really heartbroken, isn't it, when Smita died?
It was very difficult to digest. It was very difficult to digest. At the same time, Ma was so shattered. She was just sitting like this and crying. Both her sisters were still in America, and Pratik was so small. So I said, I can't let myself go. I mean, I can't. Whatever I feel has to right now be inside of me, because the child needs to be looked after. Somebody has to look after him, and I think because Pratik was there till Anita and Geeta came. They called Papi and Manya. Till they came, within next 3 days they came. But Pratik was there, and I was looking after him. So life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least those first few days. And then I do remember, you know, like a friend of mine had said that you haven't cried after Smita died. Cry, otherwise it's going to bother you. But somehow the tears just wouldn't come. And then I still remember some magazine interviewed me. And see, my relationship with Smita was my relationship. My family knew, her family knew. It was never public. It was never publicized. There was no need of doing that. And this particular women's magazine, I forget, New Era, there was New Era? No. No. Anyway. Huh? Wow, I think it. So one reporter from there came and spoke to me. I still remember Bankim itna sa tha. She came home and I opened up so much to her. And after she left, I was like miserable. I cried so much that why did I open up? Why did I open up? This was my personal relationship. Now she will write everything publicly. Then I rang her up and I said, don't write all what I spoke. I don't remember now what happened or whatever. But in a way, I think that interview happened was good because it made me cry.
All that blocked inside it came out.